to GearCheckGames. This is part 10 of our commentary for Eco. In the last episode, we tried to get the one remaining gate open, but kind of got our asses handed to us by the shadows. Yep. Hopefully there will not be a repeat of that in this part, because, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to escape. We're doing it. We're gonna do it today.
We're getting out of this.
I guarantee...
Rolling around at the speed of sound.
By the end of this part, we will be through that gate.
I like to imagine it's like that scene at the beginning of Cars where Lightning McQueen wins because he sticks his tongue out.
Eco sticks his tongue through the gate and is like, I did it. I made it through, technically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What are you going to do, Queen? Nothing.
What?
That's what. You lose.
She looks at her contract from her realtor and she's like, well, technically he's right. He is outside the castle. I can't hurt him.
Can you imagine?
Well, no, there's like a...
Can you imagine if that could happen in real life? Like, how angry people would be if someone won, if, like, the second place won just because their car stuck its tongue out?
They're building, like, mechanical tongue apparatuses into cars.
Or I guess the more plausible scenario would be if you were doing like a foot race and second place won because they stuck their tongue out at the finish line.
I bet you never thought you'd hear this discussion in an Eco Let's Play.
Why didn't he just set the boards on fire?
'Cause...
You know, I wonder that in a lot of games.
He doesn't need
like in Wind Waker, there are like wooden barricades that you have to blow up with bombs, but it's like you could just hold a torch to it and let it burn.
Can't you do that with the wooden barricades in Wind Waker?
There's different kinds. There are weaker ones that you can burn and then sturdier ones that you have to blow up, which it makes sense, but it's still kind of like they're both made of wood.
Wait, can she jump?
Maybe it's like treated wood that's not very flammable.
Right. Yeah, you can get Yorda down that slope. It's kind of a glitch, but I don't know if it's a glitch. It looks kind of weird. Like I don't think she's supposed to just walk off of ledges like that.
It's not intended.
You kind of have to be, like, diagonal relative to her for it to work, because she won't just, like, walk straight off. You kind of have to make her slip off. You have to make it look like an accident.
We don't know why Yorda jumped down there. No one knows. She's hobbling around the game, the rest of the game.
She says very strange things when she hears Ulfa. No one could have predicted.
Oh no. Why did she let go?
Get your filthy hands off her.
You didn't mean to go this way, did you?
Yep, dead end.
Oops.
Again, it's one of those things where, like, when you're watching the footage back, it's, like, blatantly obvious that you shouldn't have done that, but in the moment...
I'm literally screaming at you right now, Joe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Internally.
Well, there is a benefit. You bottleneck
He's
most of the enemies.
He's not going the right way!
My God.
You did get to bottleneck most of the enemies, so there's that.
That's true.
Up we go.
Yeah. See, we didn't even have to... The fact that you even can climb up the side is such a tease.
That's pretty funny that they actually mapped out a whole path so that you can get up to the top.
Just to troll you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm on to you, Ueda. And I still really like your game. Please, can I have an interview someday? No? Okay. I'll go back into my basement.
Oh.
They fly now? That's a relevant thing to say, right?
Yes.
Ah!
Oh god. Oh no.
That would be a bad situation.
See,
well, I guess they would carry her down there, so you wouldn't be, like, completely screwed.
Yeah, but would you break your legs?
Yes. Well, I don't know. Eco can take a pretty long fall.
Can you game over in this game from fall damage?
Yes, if you fall too far, you will die, but, it's weird, like, they kind of make it a point at a couple times of the game to show that, you know, Eco can survive things that would kill a normal person. Like, you know, when he falls out of his little coffin at the beginning, and he, like, smashes his head on the floor, and, you know, he He's just
I
unconscious
don't know.
for a while.
I don't know if that was intentional to show that Eco is stronger than the average boy.
Well, I think, not necessarily for that reason, but I think they put that and other moments in the game for a reason, because there is actually something that plays into in the end. But I'll save that for a future episode.
He's stronger than your average boy.
Where we
There's
find
Eco.
out that Eco is actually a government experiment where they coated his bones with adamantium.
You just look at his legs and he's like built. It's just like he's chiseled.
Oh yeah. He's the hero Yorda deserves. A 10-year-old boy with a stick.
I wonder if you get too close to these like sundials, if you would like sunburn you.
Sunlight!
They'll give you cancer.
Yes. They'll give you psychic powers.
Or cancer.
One or the other.
It's a flip of the coin.
Like flip of the coin, like 99.99% chance you get cancer, but I mean nobody's gotten superpowers from it yet, but like there's still a chance.
Yet. There's always a chance.
God, I always thought those like passageways up there looked scary because it looks way different from the rest of the castle. Like it's something out of like
Oh god, where'd she go?
gothic
Like Alien?
horror or something.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like it looks like a bad place to be, but then you go up there and it's just like, oh, you can open up a shortcut.
Neat.
Okay, cool.
Does she think she was in like timeout or something? She was like in the corner.
In the corner.
I must atone for my sins.
You've been banished from the room.
I tried to go back up that ladder too many times. I don't know how I'll ever forgive myself.
Speaking of breaking your legs, Jesus.
I didn't think to get her to walk diagonally off of that thing, although I don't think it would have worked.
So do you think it was one of those situations where like Eco came out first and he like just barely landed on the edge and almost fell off? He's like, phew. And then like Yorda came out and like pushed him from behind accidentally and just
Eco,
fell
are you
off.
okay?
Splat.
Just comes out like, wow, that was scary. And Eco's just like face down on the ground, a story below.
Yep.
It's like, yeah, real scary.
You know,
It's like in the intro, she goes up and like pokes him. Except this time he doesn't make a reaction.
There's the gate.
Yeah, there it
We're
is.
going there.
I've realized
See,
that... Go ahead. I was gonna say, I realized that this entire game would have been made much easier if he had a mirror shield from Zelda.
oh yeah,
He could have just like shown some sunlight on the gate.
yeah.
For that matter, couldn't Link just like get a mirror instead of like going through the whole dungeon to get a mirror shield?
I'm pretty sure if he just polished up his Hylian shield, it'd probably achieve
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah.
Take all that like ornamentation off of it, just like grease it up.
Maybe
You
it's
don't
like
you don't get a mirror shield in Twilight Princess, right?
No, you don't.
Because that's the only Zelda game I can think of that actually has a mirror in the game.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, that's right.
yeah. The mirror shield wasn't iconic enough to overwrite the sacred Hylian shield.
Do you ever
That was
get
one of the
another
things that, this is totally unrelated, but that kind of annoyed me about the Link's Awakening remake, is that they redesigned the Hylian... well, okay, they didn't redesign
Yeah.
it. They just slapped the, like, Ocarina of Time Hylian shield design.
They de-designed it.
Yeah, because, like, that game had a unique-looking shield.
Yeah.
And, like, again, it's not, like, a game-breaking thing, but it is, like, a little annoyance, where it's, like... It's just... I just hate when they do stuff like that to kind of make it more, like, in line with the brand of the series as a whole.
Look, it's more recognizable now.
Just take away... well, it just takes away the uniqueness of it.
That's
you know,
why
even
I'm
if in a small way.
glad Breath of the Wild was so out there. Like you couldn't even get the classic green tunic until like, well, I mean, I guess you could get it via amiibo, but
Right.
Yeah, that's the cheater's way, though.
I kind of like the amiibo ones better than the one they
Yeah.
actually give you in Breath of the Wild.
yeah. Although
Just
I still
'cause-
kind of
'cause
like it
it's-
because it's like it's still different and kind of fits the theme of the game more.
Yeah.
It's like
I would say put on the hat of the wild and the tunic in the wild, but keep the Hylian trousers on. I don't need to see Link's legs that badly.
Aww.
I just love the idea of Link wearing shorts.
Little compression shorts.
Yeah. It's like got the same energy as Link wearing tennis shoes.
Yeah, that's how he's gonna beat the Running Man in Hyrule Field. It's gonna
wear
become more
better shorts.
aerodynamic. I'm sorry, we're completely disregarding the game by this point, but we are just kind of like walking back through places we've already been.
Yeah.
I didn't want to cut this because
Saying our final goodbye to the castle.
yeah, well, in a different kind of game, I might cut past this, but I feel like the way that the camera presents this scenery to you is like an important enough aspect of Eco that it doesn't really feel right to cut past it unless it's like 2 minutes of Yorda climbing down a ladder.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like any backtracking in this game is done with a purpose.
Yeah, well, and I guess maybe this fits with the whole like Link to the Past treasure chest like anticipation thing where you're just like, oh, I can't wait to open that gate.
Oh boy, oh boy.
But first,
One
we
last
must rest.
set on the couch.
Yeah.
Just in case anything goes wrong, we can save scum. And I left this one in its entirety so we could listen to the music.
Aww. This needs to be on like a white noise generator.
Mm-hmm.
Just like an hour.
Lo-fi beats to study and relax to.
I like
this couch
the
theme
like,
from Eco for
squeaky bird chirps or whatever.
Yes.
13 million hours.
No, she's not ready to go yet.
My God, she is just a couch fiend.
She's still like looking back longingly at the couch.
But Eco, if we escape, how are we gonna sit on couches?
Eco's like, we have to go now. The gate is right there. We're going to die. And yours just like, my feet are a little tired though. That couch
We've been
is real
standing
comfy.
for like 5 seconds.
Ah,
She needs a small
she's at the edge
sidekick
of the,
that
the
will get her a
electric
pair of
fence.
shoes.
So even once we get the gate all powered up, Yorda still has to use her magic to activate it.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And it
See-
aged her 90 years
Oh,
in the
no.
space of a second.
It used up so much power that it completely destroyed the texture of her hair.
Yeah. Oh, I thought the gates were closing again, and I was like, wait, was that not enough?
Just opens up a little bit, and then once Yorda's done, it's just like, ew.
Mm-hmm.
She
Yeah.
has to stay conscious for the entire gate opening process.
God, I don't know what it is, but I just... there's a lot of moments like this in the game where it's just like slowly watching the bridge extend, but I just love to watch it. It's
Yeah.
so... I don't know,
cool.
I almost can't even put it to words. Like, just this game is just beautiful.
Yeah.
I ain't walking on that bridge. There's no supports.
Look, there's
Yeah.
a nice forest right across the way. Just about.
Also, I didn't realize until this playthrough, the reason they highlight the statues at the end is because Yorda has to get to the end of the bridge to make them go away. Because otherwise you just get to the end of the bridge and...
That's devilish.
Yeah.
Okay, but he's like a good climber. Couldn't he
Because
just like...
I guess the... Because obviously Yorda is, she's weakened, unfortunately, from having to open the gate with her magic.
See, that's the real reason that her dress is black and white. Is not.
I'm
it
glad
used
you're
to be
going with
completely
the.
white.
Yeah.
I felt bad.
So it speaks to how much they get you attached to the characters. Because I did this exact same thing when I played my
Yeah.
first time. Because I was like, oh my god, she's kind of weak and falling over. I probably shouldn't run with her.
Yeah, you don't want
We
her to
should go
fall down.
Yeah, we should go slowly. Take it easy.
Oh god.
Zeus is angry. So yeah, I'm guessing they put those statues at the end of the bridge, to account for asshole players who would just, they would be just run to the end, well, Yorda's tripping all over herself. See ya. I don't need you anymore.
When you
But you
walk
do.
away, you don't.
Now, Dan, I remember when you and I played this together, you commented to me that you didn't jump for Yorda's hand because you thought that was the correct thing to do. You just did it, like, instinctively.
Oh yeah, I think you commented on it, and I was like, wait, that's what you're supposed to do?
Yeah.
Are you supposed to jump for her hand?
Yeah, oh, God. I lost my train of thought. I just, Uh-oh. By the way, that text says thank you.
Oh. I would like to see a playthrough with all the lines.
You can tell she said something
translated.
nice because there's nary a spider in that line.
But the spiders are like to indicate cursing and name calling.
Indicate unpleasant sounds.
Well, on that depressing note, tune in for part 11 when we see the aftermath of this disaster.
Yeah, the disaster math.
Uh-huh.
Will he survive his Olympic-style dive?
Will he get 10s across the board? Probably not, but we'll find out.
Will he stick the landing? Or get stuck
Let's hope so.
in the landing?
Stick.
On a spike.
Yep.
Or a rock.
Bye, all.
Bye.